I'm glad you're still studying English. I'm going to guess that you have already heard my last podcast about linking sounds. What did you say? Not yet? You're not going to do that anymore, are you?
Welcome to another Happy English podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right. Thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. And this is Happy English Podcast, episode 866, using already, still, yet, and anymore. Hello and welcome, and thanks for joining me for another episode of the Happy English Podcast. Today, I want to talk about 4 small but powerful words that can totally change the feeling of your sentence. I'm talking about already, still, yet, and anymore. These are super common in casual conversation, but I've noticed a lot of English learners mix them up or aren't exactly sure when to use them. So today we're going to clear all that up with natural examples and easy explanations. Let's get the ball rolling with already. We use already to talk about something that happened sooner than expected, or just to say that something has happened before now. Already usually goes in the middle of a sentence or at the end, and we use already mostly with the present perfect, like I've already eaten. That means I ate before now, and maybe you didn't know or expect that. Or don't call Sarah. She's already gone home. She's gone. She left. It happened earlier than we thought. Here's another one. Wow, you already did your homework? That sentence has some surprise in it, like, wow, that was fast. And here's an American English tip. In everyday conversational American English, we tend to use already with the simple past, like, are you hungry? No, I already ate. Now, I know that a lot of fans of British English may be surprised or even bothered by that. But hey, don't shoot the messenger. I didn't invent that style of speaking. I'm just telling you about it. Oh, you already knew that? Ha, nice. So yeah, already has that surprised or early feeling baked into it. Now, let's talk about still. Still means something is continuing. It started in the past and is happening now. Like this, are you still working at the bookshop? This means you started working before, and I'm asking if you continue working now. Or, I still don't understand this math problem. That means I didn't understand it before, and even now, nothing's changed. It's still confusing. By the way, the difference between still and since or for is when we use still, we don't know when it started. Like, Jack still lives in Brooklyn. We don't know when he moved there when we use still. If you want to know when, then you can use since or for. Like, Jack's been living in Brooklyn for 5 years, since 2020. Okay, here's one last example for you with still. I had a student tell me the other day, I still get nervous when I speak English. And that's totally normal. But hey, if you're listening to this podcast, you're improving every day. Promise. So remember, still is for something that hasn't stopped. Next up is yet. Yet is one of those tricky ones. We use yet to ask if something has happened or to say that it hasn't happened, but we expect it. Usually, we use yet in questions and negative sentences, especially with the present perfect. Like, have you eaten yet? Simple question. I want to know if it's already happened. Or, has Katie finished her project yet? We're expecting the action to be done and we're checking. In negative sentences, I haven't seen that movie yet. Not yet, but I probably will. Or, Tom hasn't called me yet. We're still waiting for that phone call. You can almost feel that sense of expectation in these sentences, like, not now, but maybe soon. And again, in American English, it's pretty common to hear yet used with the simple past, like, did you eat yet? Or, I didn't finish my homework yet. By the way, if you're taking an exam like TOEIC or IELTS, you may come across yet in the middle of a sentence, like, I haven't yet found a good pizza shop in my neighborhood. This placement of yet is used in more formal situations, like formal conversations or in writing. Like, I might ask you if you have seen that yet, and you could say, I haven't yet learned that grammar. You see, I'm not just about casual English. Okay, finally we have anymore. Now, anymore is usually used in negative sentences, and it means that something used to be true, but it's not true now. Like, I don't live in New York anymore. That was true in the past, but not now. Or, Wendy doesn't eat meat anymore. She went vegan. Maybe she used to eat meat all the time, but not anymore. One of my friends told me recently, I don't use Facebook anymore. And honestly, me too. I'm not so enthusiastic about using social media anymore. So again, anymore is for saying this thing used to happen, but it doesn't happen now. Here's a quick recap of what we talked about today. Let me give you a little story to tie it all together. I used to live in New York, but I don't live there anymore. I moved to Japan this year. I'm still getting used to the food, but I've already learned to love ramen. And I haven't tried natto yet, but maybe soon. Natto, fermented soybeans. Boom. One story, 4 key words, all natural and real. Well, thanks as always for hanging out with me today, and until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep it cool. And remember, the best way to remember English like this, and any other word or phrase in English, is to take that word or phrase, write it in a sentence that's true for you or true in your world, and then memorize your sentences. And remember to check out my free AI tutor. It's a great way to practice your English, get answers, and more 24/7. There's a link in the description where you are listening to this podcast right now. Check it out. And if you like it, leave me a thumbs up there. And if you really want to get more practice using your English, you should join my Podcast Learners Study Group. There, you can make new international friends. Join us for live group lessons every week where we practice these podcast lessons together. Plus, you get access to the PDF transcript and audio download for every Happy English podcast in the past and in the future. And on top of that, each episode has exercises where you can practice this English point with speaking and writing checked by me. To learn more, just visit myhappyenglish.com and choose podcast lesson 866. Remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible. And I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.